What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Assassin's Creed Valhalla guide. Today I wanted to share with you how you can get your hands on the Excalibur sword, which is one of the best weapons in the game by far. If you happen to find this video helpful, leaving a like and tapping that subscribe button will do miracles for this channel, and I really appreciate you in doing so. Now let's get started. Alright, so it's no secret that every weapon in Assassin's Creed Valhalla is unique in its own way, whereas some are very hard to get and as a result offer better bonuses to combat and so forth. Now currently in the game you can get your hands on a sword called Excalibur, which is the legendary sword from the King Arthur tale of pulling a sword from stone. Anyways, the process of getting the sword is quite long and took me a few hours to do so I want to be upfront in that this is going to take quite a bit of time, but is in my opinion definitely worth it. So in order to get the sword, you must first collect 11 tablets around England. The first 8 of these tablets can be collected from certain locations on your map, whereas the other 3 will require you to kill some very tough zealots. Once all 11 are collected, you can then take them to a specific location in which you have to go inside and then pull the Excalibur sword, but first let's go over the first 8 locations for each tablet. Okay, so location number 1, we need to head to the Cave of Trials, which is located right here on your map. Now the Cave of Trials entrance will be in the abandoned house by the cliff as shown here. Simply go inside and then you should find a ladder and opening to go below, which will then take you to the Cave of Trials. The objective of this cave is to run around collecting keys that you will eventually have to open all the doors at the bottom. Once you have opened the final door, you can go in and collect your tablet as shown here. Do note that this is how all of the caves will be from now on. There is a lot of parkour, there is a lot of jumping around, but it's not as much as a maze as you think it is, and they're all definitely not as long as confusing as the Cave of Trials. Next, we need to head to the Grimes Graves located here on the map. When approaching this area on your map, there should be an opening into the ground that is pretty visible for you to see. Make your way into the cave and continue until the end. Once near the end, there should be a table at the back of the cave with some collectibles for you to pick up. It is very important to note that you must break the pots on the table for the tablet to appear for you to pick up. If you go all the way to the end and you don't break those pots that are on the table, it'll look like the tablet is up above and you need to go through the back and make your way all the way back around to the entrance, but the tablet won't be there. I made this mistake and I'm letting you know now. Once you get to the end, break the pot and your tablet should be there. After this, we can head to the Santlache Mine, which is southeast of Sent as shown here on your map. Now, depending on how you go about this cave, you should arrive at a large hill of dirt that you cannot climb up, you can only slide down. On the wall is a note that will tell you to dive where the iron lives, which means go into the water and then swim until you can't anymore. Eventually, you should end up in front of a rock form mantle that will have the tablet there for you to collect. Now, I mentioned that this location depends on what you do because I completely missed the tablet when running through it and probably went in the wrong way, and then I literally just ran past it. So either way, the tablet is located at a formation that looks exactly like this. Next, we need to head over to Essex and locate the old cellar, which you can find right here on the map. This location is filled with poisonous gas, so be careful as you travel through it. Once you reach the end, you can use arrows that are stockpiled around to shoot the barrels to spill out the wine. The wine will then fill up the hole in the ground that has the tablet in it and allow you to pick up the tablet. There are additional arrows to the left and to the right entrance of the cellar in case you run out. Following this, the next location is going to be the Wiccan's cave, which is located right here on the map in a very snowy environment. Make your way into the cave, and once you're near the end, you will notice that there is a wall of blue ice that you can shoot and break to enter another room where the tablet is. Once inside, you will have a right and a left side. On the left side, there are going to be some pigs that you can kill, but there is a barred entrance. Through that barred entrance, you can go ahead and shoot the lock that's on the door from that left window, and then you can run into that door and collect your tablet. The 6th location is going to be Deoraby Spar Cavern, located right here on your map. This cave is pretty straightforward and just requires a bit of parkour before you eventually reach the end and can collect your tablet. It's pretty simple and straightforward, so there's going to be no confusion here, or at least there shouldn't be. Next, we need to head to the red Lichen Cavern, located right here on the map. What you need to do is run inside the cave and try to make your way to the back. There will be some poisonous gas pockets that you need to either avoid or go straight through, so be sure that you save before you go in. Also, remember that you can use your torch to remove the gases, so near the end, you will need to stand on the ledge, throw your torch into the gas, and then go ahead and collect your tablet. Okay, so the final location for the 8th tablet is going to be located right here at Wocig. This cave will first require you to use a boat until you get about halfway in, and then you need to climb the rest of the ledges to get around. Once you reach the tablet, the room before it will be filled with explosives, so if you're using your torch, just be careful that you don't set yourself on fire or blow up the entire room and die. I have done this, so please, I'm warning you now, don't do that. Alright, so now that you have all 8 tablets, you then have to go and defeat 3 very tough zealots for the last 3 tablets. Hrothgar is going to be the first of our targets and can be found here on the map. Now, Hrothgar is pretty stationary for the most part, so you shouldn't have a tough time locating him. Hrothgar's power level is going to be around 240, I think it was, so definitely be ready for a tough fight. I would recommend using a shield so you can constantly block his non-powerful attacks, and then gain some adrenaline back and then constantly do melee abilities. This is a very slow fight, so get a hit in, and then evade backwards while managing your stamina is going to be super important. Next, we need to find Heike, or Heike, I really don't know how to pronounce his name. Either way, he's going to be located in this area on your map. Now, do take note that just like some of the other zealots, Heike will be roaming around on the main roads, so locating him will take some time, or you could just wait at a crossroads for him to stroll by. I used Sutungar's Claw on Heike to constantly stagger him when I attacked, which worked wonders for defeating him. I do have a video on how to get that weapon if you're curious. Just go to my playlist for Assassin's Creed Valhalla and it should be in there. Finally, we need to hunt down Woden, who can be found in this area on your map. Woden is probably the hardest of the 3 thanks to his speed and consistent attacks. Once you beat Woden though, he will drop the 11th tablet that you can pick up, and then you should be good to go. Now once you have all 11 tablets, you must make your way to Myrdinn's cave, which is right here on the map. Run inside and try to make your way to the end, which will require you to leap into a giant pool of water, swim through, and then eventually you'll see a sword stuck in the middle, surrounded by giant stone pillars. You have to go up to each stone or each pillar and place your tablet in all of them, and then they should go ahead and light up. Then once all 11 are lit up and you've put all of the tablets in each one, you can then walk up to the sword again and then remove the sword and you will have the Excalibur. Now once you're done in that cave, there should be a shining light towards the back. You can go up to this and this will take you back to the beginning of the cave, or of course you could just fast travel to Ravensthorpe. Alright everyone, so that was the official guide on how to get yourself the Excalibur sword in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Also, we are nearing a very big goal of 10,000 amazing subscribers by the end of this year. So if you want to help out and show your support or just become a part of the community, tap that subscribe button to do so. Now thank you so much for watching this video. I really do hope you got the Excalibur sword, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.